Has it really been 4 weeks since my last Trailer Tuesdays video? I guess so, according to my channel's page. Welcome everybody to a new week of Trailer Tuesdays, the show where I take 3 movie trailers and decide whether or not it's really worth watching in theaters at first glance. And I want to address something. My apologies if I have been on hiatus for the last few weeks, and that's mostly because I've been trying to learn a few more editing things for my channel and taking care of my dogs and my job and everything else in between. And when it comes to this show, I will admit it's kind of sort of borderline reaction a bit. Wow, I actually gurgled there for a minute just saying that word. But at the same time, I just wanted to point out a couple of things. One, unlike other reaction shows, I don't really I try to stay as far away as I can away from the internet side of things and just stick mostly to movie trailers, because you see those pretty much everywhere you go, and especially on TV. So, and I usually use internet videos or internet trailers as sort of a last resort, because I understand, the quality of fair use. Hashtag WTFU, right there. And with that said, let's get back right to it with another week and watch a few trailers here and there from some very popular stuff, starting with The Man Who Knew Everything. Oh, The Man Who Knew Infinity. I don't know why I said everything. So this one's a little perplexing, because The Man Who Knew Infinity is based off of the real-life story of Srinivasa Ramanujan. Hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm just going to leave the text right there and the dude's picture right above it. And what it is, it talks about this guy's story, true story, about how he was an Indian mathematician who traveled to England to learn more about mathematics and other things like that. I really don't know much. Math, out of all the things I've learned in throughout high school and college, math was the worst for me. So I'm lucky just to learn my multiplications here and there. So, but apparently I also found out that they also made a book out of this. So this is based off of the documentary. This is a bit of a documentary, but also a little bit of a true story, based off of the book they made back in 1991, which I will post right there. And it says, The Man Who Knew Infinity, A Life of Genius Ramanujan. All right, so I figured after the tween, it seems like after a couple of years with books here and there, it seems like they're ready to handle some more serious books, into adapting books into movies instead of the tweens and everything else in between. So, without further ado, wow, that's a long intro. Let's take a look at The Man Who Knew Infinity. Whew. I need a breather after that.
What do you see?
Oh.
Sand.
Imagine if we could look so closely, we could see each grain, each particle. You see, there are patterns in everything.
Integrals, infinite series.
I've never seen anything like them. From an Indian clerk, ill-educated in Madras, I would very highly value any advice you give me.
Letter for you. Postmarked England.
England?
Yours truly, S. Ramanujan.
What does the S stand for?
You can ask him yourself.
You intend to invite him here?
Don't forget me.
I could never.
Just take her with you.
Are you Ramanujan by chance? Oh, don't be intimidated. Great knowledge comes from the humblest of origins.
For the good of everybody, you should attend some
But
lectures.
I'm here to publish. The letter only contained a small sampling of my discoveries.
This will take a lifetime.
Maybe 2.
We need proofs of your work.
But they are right, sir.
I hadn't completed that proof. How do you know?
I just do.
You don't pull a stunt like that in my class.
Now get out!
How did you know that theorem?
It came to me. These steps you want, I do not know how to do.
Where do you think you're going? This is our home.
Don't you know
Racist.
what I've given up to be here? I have nothing. You wanted to know how I get my ideas. God speaks to me.
There are no proofs. We're just supposed to take him at his word?
No, you're to take him at mine.
Oh, shit.
Why'd you do it?
Because I have to.
There are no proofs that can determine the outcome in matters of the heart. We are merely explorers of infinity in the pursuit of absolute perfection.
I owe you so much.
No, no, no. It's I who owe you.
All right, that looked pretty good, pretty interesting. Will I see it in theaters? Probably, if nothing else is playing around that weekend. But a little funny thing about this movie is that I originally thought this was coming out this year, but apparently it came out earlier this year, around like September of 2015. But it was like in a few art houses here and there, especially around Europe. But now it's going to come to the theaters in the US around April 18th, 2016. So I'm looking forward to that if nothing else is playing. So, yeah, Man Who Knew Everything? Yeah, sure, why not? And moving on, we have something called Maggie's Plan. And I don't know nothing about this, but it's a bit of a, they say it's a bit of a comedy starring Ethan Hawke and Julianne Moore. So let's take a look at it. This is Maggie's Plan.
Hi, Beverly. I got 2 checks this month. Not that I'm complaining. So anyway, should I
Excuse me. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it over here. This young woman got 2 checks, and I don't have any.
You know John Harding. He's one of the bad boys of fictocritical anthropology. His wife, apparently she's some sort of monster.
Wanted to return your book.
And again, I have heard myself described as a psychotic bitch, but I think I'm actually pretty nice.
You know, I'm curious about you.
What aspect of me?
Every aspect of you.
What does his wife think about that?
She doesn't know about it. I think their marriage like fell apart, and now he's trapped in it.
I don't want to be married to Georgette anymore. I'm in love with you.
Okay, so it's one of those movies.
Do you want to hear your horoscope?
No.
He's totally self-absorbed.
I'm terrified that I'm falling out of love with him.
It's too bad you can't give him back to his ex-wife, right?
Maggie, what are you doing here?
John and I are in trouble. There might be an opportunity to get the 2 of you back together.
You want to make sure you don't feel guilty, so you're going to manipulate us all. Leave.
Leave.
Please,
Oh, you want me to
my
leave?
house.
Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, sorry.
Why can't you just break up with him like any normal human being?
Because it would be such a waste.
A waste? He's not a paper product.
I'm in.
Fancy meeting you here. Did you write to me that you were coming?
I have no idea.
If I ever get another chance at love.
Of course you'll get another chance.
What are you doing here?
There's no harm in us spending time together as a family.
Except for, isn't that the point of a divorce? That you're not a family anymore?
Something about you. I'm a little bit stupid. I can't help it. I like you.
Love doesn't work this way. You can't take everything and stuff it back in the box.
It's the tragic flaw in my plan. I've decided to embrace the mystery of the universe and stop bossing everybody around so much.
Good luck with that, bossy pants.
So that was Maggie's Plan, and it comes out May 20th. Will I go see it? Probably not in theaters. Maybe on a boring Sunday on Netflix if it ever does come to it. So it's not the kind of movie for me. Sorry, guys. But I do like a good Ethan Hawke. But what was the deal with Julianne Moore's accent? It was just so atrocious. But something tells me that's going to be one of the biggest riffs in that movie from critics. All right, moving forward to our final movie of the video, we got Pete's Dragon. Now, before I go into this one, it sounded familiar. This title sounded familiar, and when I looked at the Wikipedia and IMDb pages, it seems like this Pete's Dragon movie is actually a remake to the original 1977 Pete's Dragon movie, which I will post the picture right there. And from the looks of it, it seems like it follows the same concept, but I can swear, I feel like I've seen this movie before as a little kid. I just can't really, the only thing is that I can't really remember about it. Something about how a boy is discovered after being raised in the forest for 10 years or so, most of his childhood, by a dragon. No one believes him, but he does himself, so sure, why not? It does sound familiar, and I may have to go watch the original one just so it can just jog the old memory backs. But enough about the past. Let's focus on the present. This is the trailer for Pete's Dragon.
About the boy?
You know, word travels in this town. How long has he been out there?
6 years.
Rest down Howard.
You don't
Nice.
survive in a forest for 6 years alone.
He says he wasn't alone.
Robert Redford, that's who it is. Oh. Dragon. Pete's Dragon. Alright, so that was Pete's Dragon, and I don't know, that looks pretty interesting, pretty good. But it looks more like a kid flick type of thing, and maybe I probably won't watch it in theaters. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. It comes out on August 12th. Bit of a coin flip, but I will have to wait and see what else comes out that weekend and determine. I think Suicide Squad comes out that weekend or the week after, but I don't know. Anyways, this wraps up another fun-filled week of Trailer Tuesdays, and as always, you can, if you guys like what you see, you can always follow me on Twitter, and of course support me on Patreon right here. And I just want to give out one quick announcement that, or one quick update, of course, is that this Saturday I will be I know it's been a little long time coming, but you know I got a lot of things going on. But this Saturday, for Patrons only, I'm going to release my very first workout video for getting in shape. And I'm really stoked about it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And remember, it's this Saturday, and it's and if you guys want to watch it, you have to be a Patreon in order to do it. All right, guys, I will see you all hopefully next week.